are underway from Houston. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And now here's a timeout called by the Colts on the defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll start on the ground with Pierce. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Well, this defense for the Colts, they were very good a week ago in that win over Minnesota.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and try to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
On 2nd and 9, Mahomes got a man and he hits him in stride. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 17 on the pickup there. The Texans also get a new set of downs.
For many teams, the evaluation of tight ends has really changed. We used to wonder about how they would block first and foremost. Now we want to know how these guys can run, because we envision them in offenses catch the ball. How much yardage can they gain after that?
And that on display there for a good pickup. Mahomes now on 1st down. Throw left side complete. That's Pierce. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 17 more yards. They had 17 on the previous snap as well. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 right at the 40. 1st and 10, it's Pierce. And he's going to be stacked up right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing there for him. 2nd down. The Texans in 1-2 through the first 3 weeks of the season. They got off to a good start, but then 2 straight losses since.
And now you start to wonder about what this does for a team's morale, how it affects their psyche, because, let's face it, you work all summer pointing toward that opening game, you get the win, but then you don't carry it on from there. How will they bounce back from these losses and try and get right?
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. They got 29 yards that time. Now 1st and 10 after the run. Back to the ground with Pierce. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Dameon Pierce His second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Texans put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. The call is to go for one and kick the extra point. And the Texans take a 7-0 lead. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Here's Walker to start the drive.
Now that was an excellent run, and when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job, and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block, but the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes, so when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've got to hit the jackpot there.
Not enough there for a first. No gain is made. And it leaves them at third and one.
Brought down the snap defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on third down. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup, good enough to extend the drive.
Partner, I know we're in the era of the mobile quarterback, but there's still an element of surprise when that position keeps the football, and what a nice gain on that play.
Walker now on 1st and 10. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great. Because I think on that one, he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss landed right in his lap.
Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that. Because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook. Pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
No gain on the play there. Nice job defensively. And forces a bad situation on fourth.
That's a man of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
And good hustle here as this is going to be blown dead right at the 9-yard line.
I absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they are losers of 2 straight coming into this Thursday night game. Is it more difficult, CD, when you take a losing streak into a quick turnaround game like this?
It certainly is because you don't get time to work on the issues that you've had throughout the season that cause you to have the record that you're having. You can't really get those set. So now you're trying to minimize those and maximize what you've been doing well. And I remember a game recently where one of the assistant coaches said to the head coach, forget our running back rotation. This guy has a hot hand, and they rode him to a victory. Those are things you have to look out for in games like this.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Gets the dump off to Pierce.
And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
They'll give him 4 yards there, and this will wind up being a 3rd and 3.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Mahomes looks to throw on 3rd down. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
Now that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just 1 first down per minute and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive.
Well, they come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into how you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important when you have the short turnaround, what is your injury situation? Are you losing key guys? And if so, how well have the backups prepared for this? Because you don't have much time to get them ready. They have to be ready before this week in order to play well in this game.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Throwing, Jones. Here's Johnson with a reception. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
Now Jones.
And this is incomplete. It looked like he had a pretty good line on that, but that would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Back to throw. Jones,
left side to Lamb. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
The Texans here on 3rd down, putting an extra defender in the secondary. And he gets this one across midfield for the 1st down to the 46. They're able to convert for the gain of 4.
I do know that owners, when they watch their quarterbacks running with the football, they usually hold their breath because that's the franchise. But when you're getting that kind of a game, hard to argue against calling it.
Jones now throwing on 1st down. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the side.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Another try after the 1st down sack. Jones under pressure, and they got to him again. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack.
The offense so far this drive, putting seconds sustained together. For the defense, they into the end zone is one play from stalling out.
A long way to go here on third down for the 8th play of the drive. Looking to throw. Jones. He'll fire deep downfield from Lamb. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
That looks like there's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
That's taken on the 25. They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard boot, 8-yard return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
They lose the yardage, and of course they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Looking to throw is Mahomes. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. And that's caught inside the 35. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. The one thing that we know for sure, do not question the arm strength of Patrick Mahomes, one of the strongest around. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 5 now. Mahomes. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a 1st down.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Pierce now up the middle. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Mahomes going to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Texans. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Texans have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still 2nd quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Back to throw. Jones.
And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete.
Good completions on first and second down. It certainly seems like a reflection of what we've seen so far in this game. The defense cooking to the punch so far. Let's see if they can get something going here on third down.
Back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun, Jones.
Open man layup, it's complete. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
They'll motion the tight end across the formation. Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
You've got to be impressed by the defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved up the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
From the 39, Jones. And Walker with it over the middle. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Jones looking for Campbell downfield. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he did not reel it in. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they throw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for them. They're a physical group, and we just saw there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. They'll look to throw again. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And the Texans are going to take over at their own 41.
I think this is a situation where the quarterback coach himself is going to turn to a single corner and say, listen, it's 3rd and 1 and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and pump the football.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. On first down, Mahomes. The 20. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Excellent gain, 34 yards.
The teams practice their plays during the week. They're hoping that it's going to pay off on game day. So it sure has to feel good for them when they hit them during a game, and they hit that one there for big yardage.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Pierce. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
I think he had to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, he just need the tip of the ball across the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
Mahomes takes it himself, and he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. final shot before the half from Mahomes. And it'll be intercepted.
Picked off by Christian Fulton.
And the Colts are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points no matter what. At worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
So we come upon halftime with our score 14-0 as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. The Colts getting the football first, and they trail here as we are back underway in quarter number 3. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled. Take it. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground.
And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage.
That has been a little discouraging because after all their halftime talk, adjustments and points of emphasis, their first drive ends with an interception. Absolutely aggravating if you're a head coach because you spent all that time, gone through every situation possible, and it still ends in a turnover.
Running it out of the gun with Pierce. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Well, sometimes it's hard to take your eyes off this guy at the linebacker position. He can really cover some ground, and he did there to make that play.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Here's Mahomes to throw. And, he put it on the carpet, a fumble. And the Colts pick it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, you had an offense working with a comfortable 2-score lead here. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. So an overturn. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
On a jet sweep, they get this to Cooks. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. First down marker at the 5. It's 2nd and goal. On 2nd down, here's Pierce. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Pierce will try to pick it up.
Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Fourth down now after a loss of 2. And they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Mahomes going to go on fourth down. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on fourth. And the Colts are going to take over with the football. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Back to Walker on first down. And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I'd keep going back to him.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. On second down, it's Walker. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. 44 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10. They run again with Walker. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive lineman creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 32.
If these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they need to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Now Jones on 3rd and 2. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a 1st down.
And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. 3rd quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up.
Operating from the gun, Jones. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Here's Jones to throw on 3rd down.
Swings this out for Hunt.
And they do get this across midfield to the 49. With a small consolation prize as he's well short of the first. On fourth down, Jones. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Colts unable to convert here on fourth down. And it'll be a turnover on downs.
Pierce takes it straight ahead.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on E! Play action. Now it's Mahomes. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play. And he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
The Texans on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Mahomes now to throw. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Quiddy Pay able to record his 5th sack of the season. Here's Cameron Johnston now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And this will be covered up. Pretty good result. It'll be down at the 14-yard line. At their own 14-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And you're still in this game. I mean, yeah, you haven't scored. Offense obviously has struggled, but you're only 2 scores down, so all hope not lost.
Not at all, because we were talking about the NFL, and teams can score fast in this league. Quick strikes, you're right back in it. You're exactly right. Keeping hope alive.
Gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back.
And he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that will bring up 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
4 yards on the pickup there. Now they're left with a 3rd and 8.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat our blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make the play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Jones off the play fake. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion. And in a 2-score game, obviously every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
Jones now on 1st down.
He'll find Lamb. That's complete.
And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Complete to C.D. Lamb. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 42-yard line.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jones. Another one to C.D. Lamb. He's got it. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. Again, he'll drop to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
From the gun, it's Walker. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down.
You know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. You don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Yeah, every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That's the same case on that play.
It's now 4th down.
They'll run for it. It's Walker.
And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
With his height, that's exactly where you want to put it for him. But even that throw was a little tall to connect for the touchdown.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Jones. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on there. He did not hang on. It's 3rd down.
The Diamondback defense, too, it's the defensive backs on the field to cover up essentially every blade of grass that allowed them to disrupt the play.
Now Jones on 3rd down. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll be stopped here well short of the 1st down at the 24-yard line.
Desperation time now. Here's Jones.
He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal as they look to punch in a late score. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
To throw is Jones.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Now the focus is really clear. They need to get that 1st down and either get out of bounds or maybe use one of those timeouts.
This defense has not surrendered a touchdown yet. You better believe they're determined not to here on 3rd and goal.
They'll try and run Walker.
Yeah, this is going to depend on his spot, but I believe he might be a few inches short. On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And this time he is in.
Ken Walker.
Halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50.
And the Colts go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points.
Extra point splits the uprights. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Fair catch. Made at the 25-yard line. The Texans take over 1st and 10.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Well, they can smell victory, partner. They can see it on the horizon, but certainly we're not done yet here. Defense still has 3 timeouts, and obviously this is a very slim lead they're holding on to.
And let's face it, the easiest way to get this done, challenge your ground game. Challenge your offensive line, your tight ends, your receivers, anyone who's going to lay down a block. Don't let there be penetration because they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and maybe bring extra people to the ball. If you can do that, make them burn their timeouts, run out the clock, life will be good. But if you really want to gamble a little bit, a quick play action, quick throw, might be able to get it done. Just make sure it's not incomplete and stop the clock.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Now Mahomes.
Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Here's Cameron Johnston now as he's on to punt for Houston. He'll look to set up his blockers. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A good return there, 17 yards.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with this better starting field position.
I love your sarcasm, but I love even more your observation because, look, what they did last time out, now with a shorter field, they should have a lot of confidence they're going to put more points up on the board.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Jones.
He'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. It'll be a gain of 17 and an Indianapolis 1st down. That's what they need right now. Get the 1st down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll send the big tight end in motion right.
Here's Jones.
Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. I see you nodding your head up and down. It's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Now Jones. Oh, he forces one there. It's a potential dagger as it's intercepted. And the Texans have just about sewn up this football game.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who've had the receivers on lockdown.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. It's still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. Little clock management 101.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. And they take a knee. So Houston going to come away here with the victory. Now, it was a bit of a strange game. They were held scoreless through the entire second half, but their first half output, that's enough to carry them to victory.
And that's an odd game to watch, isn't it? Because when we saw the output in the first half, you think to yourself, okay, they've got something working here. They know what they're doing. They'll continue that along. But instead, it's goose eggs in the second half. Fortunately, enough of a cushion and enough defense to carry them home.